great. So this is our second episode of podcast. Today we have Nashra and Sourav with us, and let's Sourav, Nashra and Sourav. Like Nashra, if you want to introduce yourself, and then Sourav, and then we're gonna talk about cybersecurity, your experiences, your exposures, and and how you go about things. So yeah, Nashra, go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Nashra, that's my full name. And it's been around 4 years, obviously, because I've done bachelor in cybersecurity and cyber forensic. But then I thought of pursuing my career in cybersecurity because cyber forensic wasn't my thing because I thought my skills doesn't match with that. Yes, I would have tried building up my skills, but I thought the ones which I have, it's better to brush up and add more to it rather than just starting from scratch. So that's why I started with cybersecurity. Now I'm doing master in that. Um, I guess that's what it is.
Okay, great. So, you are doing cyber security right now. You pursuing a master's in cyber security. And where are you located, Nashrab? Oman, Muscat?
Yes, Muscat Oman.
Okay, so that's great. And uh, which school in Muscat?
Actually, I'm doing my master's online. So there's this University of Sunderland. Because from the very basic scratch, when I was in my high school and then I did my bachelor, it was all related to UK based.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I thought of taking it again to UK based certification. And I didn't wanted to move somewhere for my master. That's why I thought of doing online. Yeah, online it's a little bit difficult because of the time zones and stuff, but I'm trying to cope up with that, but it's going great.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, that's great to hear, Nashra. Saurav, if you want to introduce yourself, what you're doing, where are you located, how are you finding yourself in the cybersecurity field? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. First of all, like my name is Sourav and I'm from India, and right now I'm living in Canada, Montreal, and I recently complete my uh, cybersecurity degree, and right now I'm an intern in the global digital security. And I think I will go and go this one good and try different fields in the cybersecurity.
Yeah. So, Saurav, you finished your diploma in cybersecurity as well, and now you are doing internship with organization Global Digital Security. That is our company that we are working on, and now and now you are located in Montreal. And what's your, I mean, how you are going about in the future? What's your future plan?
Right now, I'm thinking like I go for the CISSIP, and that certificate is like big demand, so that one is very good. And the another, I'm thinking about the penetration testing, so that one is a quite good, like lot of scope in this field, so you can find new vulnerabilities and protect the web applications or like web servers. So I think that one is very interesting. These two fields are like so much good. So I will try to go in this further.
Okay. So what I understand now, once you have finished your diploma, you are looking forward to certifications such as CISSP
Yeah.
and penetration testing certificates. So like CAH or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are the things that are in your mind. Uh, okay, that's good. So thanks for introducing yourself. And my name is Tej. I've been working in this field of digital forensics for around 3 4 years, cybersecurity around 7 8, I think 4 5 years, and before that I started out my career as a computer engineer. So yes, and we have a varied guest list here. Like Nashra is from Oman, Muscat. Saurav is from Toronto. Sorry, from Montreal, and I am from Toronto. and different experiences which which they would share, and I hope you guys would find it useful as well. So let's get started. So Nashra, let's start with you. What do you think, like, are you have encountered like as challenges in this field, and what do you think are your strengths, and where do you see great opportunities as a student who is going to progress um, into a career in cybersecurity or digital forensics? If digital forensics is not for you, then cybersecurity. So, what do you think are the strengths in this field? Like, what do you think are are the opportunities, and what challenges are you facing as a student in this field?
Okay, yes, challenges you can say the main, and I guess it's there in every field, but mostly I guess it's in cybersecurity that you need to have experience. Someone sees you as of like no work, or you have not experienced, you have done nothing, you won't get job. I understand that experience is important, but even knowledge is important. But before they see your knowledge, if you don't have experience, you get rejection every time you do something. Even if you try to prove yourself, they really want to see you having experience, and that's the one of the biggest challenge I'm facing. Yes, I try my best to showcase my skills, whatever I can, the knowledge I have. They do understand, but they say if you have experience, you have another level. How to put all those skills you have? I understand that, but I think there should be a little bit of ease to put someone into a category so that they can showcase of what skills they have. Yes, if you consider that person maybe lying, or yeah, maybe it was a dream or some kind of made up ideas of skills, then you can put that person on the side. I don't mind in that, but at least the student should be given a chance. Put him into a really lower category. I don't think any student will mind getting into a lower category. Everyone want to explore, and everyone really want to see what they are thinking does even match in real life. So that's what I think. The first challenge which I am facing is the experience, and that's the only one, because when it comes to skills, they do agree and they appreciate. So my skills are actually penetration testing. I can do that very well. And the career which I'm really looking for is junior cybersecurity specialist, which is the first step when you really want to get up to a senior cybersecurity specialist. So this career is actually more about analyzing the threats there are in the system or the website you are actually hired for, going through the threats, or if there's any kind of vulnerability. Yeah, I do understand there are softwares made up of, but you do need to know how to use them for a particular area you are appointed for. So I do have skills for that. Yeah, maybe not that highest level, but I do have knowledge on what kind of softwares to be used, how to analyze, and if I found the vulnerability, how to fix it. And if I don't know, yeah, obviously I won't. There will be some time I won't know. I know where to go for, where are the right resources to check, and like for example, if I found a vulnerability and I'm not aware of that, that was just the first time I came across. I know the areas which are actually genuine, because nowadays internet is filled with different knowledge. Everyone will say their own opinion. They might be wrong too. But I know what are the standards and what are the areas to look for that vulnerability and put that, rather than just compromising the company with that vulnerability. So that's the area I want to go for. The skills, obviously, I would not say that I'm a very good person, but there are some skills I think I need to upgrade it, which will actually put me into this career, is knowing the ISO standards, because I've seen a lot whenever I go for applying a job, they want you to have the certification. Obviously, I don't have that. I have a certified ethical hacking course, that is the ethical hacker CEH. So they understand that okay, I am aware about the penetration testing and stuff, because that course actually focuses on that area. But the one which I don't have is the ISO standards certification, which I need to do it and learn about those standardization before I come up into this career.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. So basically, you're saying that the challenge which you are facing is your work experience. Like, since you're a student, you don't have work experience, and people are not willing to accept you without work experience.
Yes, they expect more from you, which I think is wrong, because this will actually degrade a person and will actually divert you to, like, for example, now I'm in cybersecurity. If someone who has a low hope might actually thought of switching the field, right? They will think that maybe they made a mistake. So I think this is a demotivation for students who really want to come up. Yeah, everyone is very happy because they will be like, yeah, we're gonna do hacking and stuff. Yeah, it's a really interesting course. But when you come up and then you realize you're not getting job because of experience, so this is actually really degrading. You just think how much of money is spent, the time is spent, the dedication is spent, but then at the end you are just rejected for one point, that is experience. What I think is the I don't know if this is actually there in the other demographic areas, but where I'm living and I'm applying, it is very strict. They actually, as soon as you enter up, they just want to say, do you have experience? That's the first question. And if you say like, no, I've just done an internship, a remote internship from Bainest company, they tell, okay, that's something which is really basic. But I think a person starts from basic. If you don't know the basic, how you know the tough stuffs or really huge stuff? So that's what I think. This is a demotivation which needs to be changed
Hmm.
for other students to come up in this area, else the people will start leaving this industry, and which is really tough, because I think this industry is really important, this career is really important. As we are getting advanced into technology, we need people to look into it, to have a safety on it, because we are the people who are actually, you can say, kind of a people who are saving the devices, right? Knowing the standardizations, the rules, whatever things they are. So if people start moving out, you just think how the life will be without us. So that's what I think.
Yes. So, work experience. So, work experience is one thing that you have pointed out. And so, what do you think, like, from your point of view? I mean, if people are asking for experience and you don't have, what is the right way to go about? What is the what should students do so that they don't face these hiccups or challenges?
I think because I realized this really late, because I thought, okay, I'm doing bachelor now. Like, for example, if I was doing my diploma now, I will be thinking, yeah, I have a really minute knowledge, and just doing an internship will not benefit me, because internship is more like they think that you have already done your bachelor's. What I think is that when you come into your diploma area, you should start doing something from that time, rather than just waiting for your bachelor to be completed. Because once you complete your bachelor, you automatically will start looking for the job. That's the nature of anyone. So I think you should start from your diploma area only. Look for it. Look for internships first, because that's the basic thing. Look for internships. What I've experienced is that you need to at least have two internships when you're in your diploma area, because then slowly, when you have diploma and you have internship, then you will get a chance to get into a job. I know there will be again some problems. They will say you haven't done your bachelor yet, but I think rather than knowledge, first comes the experience. So experience is coming from the internship. Try to look for it rather than just waiting for the bachelor. And that's what my mistake is. I waited for bachelor because I thought I need to have more knowledge first, and then I will like apply it on my experience. But then until I came into that stage, because I'm the first one in my family to do this, and no one was there to guide me, so obviously, whatever problem is coming, I have to look, I have to analyze. So I realized that late. Okay, now bachelor was over. Now I was waiting for the job. There was no job. Then I came into a master. So just say like a one wrong step can take you to into a long, area. So my suggestion is for the students who are came up into, once you are into your diploma, start looking for internship, start looking for something you can put yourself into a practical base, rather than just mugging up the definitions and all that. Put yourself into experience, put your knowledge into that practical way, which will actually put into your resume as your experience. So yeah.
Hmm. So that's a very good insight which you shared. Like while doing the program, like it's good to get an internship in hand. So basically, any kind of experience you get in cybersecurity, it would help you apply the skills that are learned in the books to the to the actual practical world. So that be that that foundation steps, irrespective of how you get it, um, maybe like paid, unpaid, irrespective of that, it's great to have some work experience in your CV or in your resume, uh, which will set you up properly, or set you up on the right foot after you finish your program, right? That's what you're saying, or am I getting it right?
Yes, yes, you're getting it right. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's great. So yeah, so great insights, Nashra. Now let's go get to Saurav. So Saurav is here in Montreal, Canada, and let's see, like, what I want to know from Saurav is on similar lines, what challenges he faces as a student here, um, what in this field of cybersecurity, and what is he? I mean, yeah, what are his solutions? What is Saurav planning to do? How does he want to go about? So yeah, Saurav, just I mean, any insights from your side would be great.
Oh yeah, like first the challenge we face is like we just came to in this country, and like in our country we just did our school education, we completed and just came here, and then again we start like here's a course. So we can say like very little knowledge about the field. So we came up here and we learn new things. For us, we have like lot of time to learn lot of things, so we can polish ourselves. I think the main challenge is like she has some like we can say a strong background in the computer field, so she know more, so she can understand things very well. So we are just new and like we are the beginners, so we understand the things and it take time. So for the I think the main challenge is the knowledge we have. Like we don't know much about the fields, but we have advantage. Like we have lot of time, so we can get knowledge and then we can grind ourselves. Like she say, side by side we can do internships, or like we attend webinars, so we can enhance our knowledge.
Yes. And what do you like? You have time on your side, so you have a lot of time. You can learn a lot of things. You can increase your knowledge. And on the other side, like I also wanted to know what do you think are the opportunities which you have seen, and what things you did right that you would tell the students coming into this program. Like, what do you think you did right? What do you think you did wrong? Um, and yeah, where do you see, like, what opportunities you see ahead for yourself? Like, if this if you are telling your friend who is coming to Canada for the same program, cybersecurity program, I mean, what tips would you like to give him?
Like from my side, like I think I make a mistake. I came here like no knowledge. When we take we complete our all the subjects or all the stuffs, and then we have around 3 to 4 months free. So in that period of time, we can search our course, well, like what we have, so we can have a little bit advantage. We can know things before, or we can use that thing. So I think I will suggest my friend to search out the things and try the new things, so he can like not face difficulties that I face. Because
Mm-hmm.
some things that I even not know, I heard some sort of the subjects like this is the first time I'm hearing this one. Oh, so I have to search that one, so I waste my time in that part.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he know what he's doing. First of all, the main thing is he have to know like he's doing this one, he's rightful for him, he's interested in this. If he has no interest in that but part, so it's a waste of time. So
Hmm.
he have to be clear. He's interested. If he's interested, then he have to clear himself. Yeah, you have to do this one. So he get knowledge. If you know, if we have an interest in something, we can get more about the things.
Correct.
So from my side is like we have to always get knowledge. Knowledge is a main part.
Hmm. So what you're saying is, first of all, somebody coming from another country to Canada, they should first consider whether this field they are interested in this field, right? Do some
Yeah.
research, do a background check. Is this the field that they have interest in? If they don't have any interest, don't have any passion in this field, then this might not be the best field for them to come into,
Yeah.
right? Do some
Yes.
preparation, do some research,
Yeah.
and then you have more knowledge is what you require, and experience you have gained, right? You did an internship here in global digital security, you gained certain months of experience. It's still
Yeah.
more experience, more knowledge would definitely put you in the right state, right? That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, okay, very good. All right, so that's great to hear from Saurav and Nashra both. So, uh, Nashra, you told me like you would like to join into a program which is like junior cyber security role, so you can get started. But let's say if you want to dream as big as you can, what would be your ideal like dream job? Like this is the area which I you really like. Like let's say you like pen testing, so you're doing pen testing, or you like managing team of pen testers, then you are doing that, or you are running your own company. Whatever it is, what's your dream job? And uh, in this in this field, it's cybersecurity, it's forensics, or let's say you don't have interest for these fields, you have something interest in something else. But what is your passion and what's your dream job? What does that look like?
Okay, my dream jobs, I wouldn't say that I have went that far, but yes, like I said, I'm interested in junior cybersecurity specialist. But if I wanna take it ahead, then obviously it's a senior one. That is, if you look at the gap between these two, there's a huge gap when you're gonna get up into senior
Hmm.
cybersecurity specialist. The whole area changes, the responsibility changes, the requirements changes, because you can say that is kind of a head, like you told, managing a whole team. So that
Hmm.
comes as a person who's managing the whole team. He's looking at the junior cybersecurity specialists and other pen testers who are important for small jobs or other cybersecurity related fields. So when you think as a senior cybersecurity specialist, it's a really broad area coming up with dealing with broad responsibilities. It's just not one thing like pen testing I've told before. It covers up very different areas. It might be dealing a system and a website together. So this is something you can say a really huge opportunity for me, and I think it's a big responsibility. And this will actually brush up more my cybersecurity skills because you are dealing with different areas. So now senior cybersecurity specialist is just not dealing with a particular thing. You might be dealing with multiple things. You For example, there is one area which I'm not aware of. Maybe there are three areas which I'm aware, but I'm supposed to deal with four. So one I'm not aware. So I have to learn that and then I have to apply for that job. So this will actually take me to a level which I've not dreamed of, which is obviously a dream for me, and I really want to get into that. Hopefully, that's why I'm trying my best to brush my more and more skills, because obviously when I really want to get into that dream job, as you have said, I've already planned that what things are required, what I'm lacking of, and why I'm not getting that kind of job, or why people are rejecting me. I Whenever I get a rejection, yeah, obviously I do feel bad on that, but I obviously take it as a positive side, thinking why and what is required, what are the things which I really need to brush up. Now there are companies where I went and I asked about getting into senior cybersecurity specialist. So they only explained me that there is a really huge gap between these two jobs. Yes, there will be only one step, like as I've told you, from junior to senior, feels like okay, this is just getting up one position, but this one position has a lot of areas you need to build yourself and get into this. So yeah.
Hmm. So your dream job would be to get into a senior cybersecurity role where you are managing not only one aspect, that is pen test, but you're doing way more than that, right? Like let's say policies, maybe implementations, control implementations, um, and or maybe you're just managing like different kind of pen test, like you're doing web applications, you're doing mobile, cloud, or you're taking care of more pen testers which are working with you. So you're determining which pen test to do, what to do, what not to do. So is that something that you are describing, or am I off?
No, you're right. Yes, that's what I meant.
Okay, okay, that's great. So,
Yes.
yeah, excellent. So, same question to Saurav. Saurav, you have done your diploma in Kingsley College. Now you have also gained some internship experience. So, what would be your dream job? Like, what you would look forward to? Like, in all aspects, like, uh, from your roles and responsibilities to your uh, uh, fair value, what you bring, like, and compensations, if you want to describe that as well, go for it. Like, what would be your dream job? Yeah, is it like running a company? Is it being a part of a company, working in a small scale, medium scale, or certain exact organization? What would be, or anything else? Like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, like cybersecurity is a like vast field. It's coming lot of things like we have bug hunters, like penetration testers, cloud and cloud setting, AWS, like lot of things. But I most like the policy one. Like in our course, we learn about how to write the policies. That part I like the most because they describe the policies in a great detail. We have to write the every each and every part in the very detailed part. Like that part I know it's a bit lengthy and it take lot of time to write all the policies, but that part I love the most. Like you have giving your time and writing that things, you learn lot of new things and new stuff. And then for this we need like different I guess the certificates. It's PCI DSS and some health insurance, like these all things we cover in this part. So
Mm-hmm.
most of this one I like the most one, the like writing policies. First of all, we have the standards, baselines, procedures. So all of these it's cover great. Like everything have the policies. Even you buy a car, they give you the policies. Even you buy something like a house, or we can say what we can like any of the thing like even we get a mobile, they give us the policies like this is our policies, this is the company policies. So to creating that policies, we have to understand the organization, like what they have, what they want to do us, so they can secure our organization. So that part I like the most.
Mm-hmm. So
And
basically,
yeah,
mhm, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think first of all we need some kind of experience, like start up with the small company, like which is very like not huge. So from that you can get experience, then you can shift to the like medium one, so you get some some money, so you can make yourself good. And then with the experience you will get more opportunities. I think start is the important part. When you start, then you will rise.
Yes. Okay. That's great. So you're saying like your dream job would be creating policies,
Yeah,
policy writing as per like compliance standards like PCI
yeah,
DSS, or um, or HIPAA or GDPR,
yeah,
writing policies and getting them implemented in the organization.
yeah,
So then you earn some compensation out of it, gain some experience, and that will set you up for bigger and better roles ahead.
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's what he is saying. So that's good. Okay, so now I understand both of your motivations, Nashra and Saurav. So let's go get into some other aspects. Like what do you like? It's I mean, for tell us about like your own self. Like, are you by yourself? I mean, Nashra, are you by yourself in Oman, or you have like your family? How do you like? Are you fully dedicated to just cybersecurity, or how do you spend your time or utilize your time effectively after finishing your studies or work? How do you go about, like, what do you think would be like great ways to recharge, so that people can uh, how you go about, like, be, how you go about recharging yourself so you are doing your best in the field as well? So yeah, go ahead, Nasra.
Yes, I'm with my family,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm doing a small, you can say, volunteering, which is actually letting me to earn bit money so that I can invest ahead. So that volunteering is not related to cybersecurity; it's just another part of area. But just I'm doing something. I just want to do something rather than just sitting. Yeah, I'm doing my master. As soon as I get a free time masters, actually, you can say for me, I don't know how it's for others, but it's just they are putting on stuff on you and you like over and over, not letting you take rest. But I make sure I get a little bit of time to actually look back to my resume because sometimes what I think is that as the time is the time proceeds, the requirements changes, the responsibility changes for the particular job you're applying for. Sometimes they do want more from you. Like for example, before I tried to go for a technician, that's what I thought. But then I thought, okay, that's not my part. But when I was looking for that, they actually wanted to have two certifications, like small courses to get you into. I didn't have that, but that's what I found out. So that's how it wasn't there before when I applied for around 2 3 months. But then I applied again for that same company. Then I saw the requirements way different because whenever I apply, I make sure I save that description of requirement they want and keep it with me to check with the update or check, because sometimes when you read it for the first time you won't get that point. So reading over and over might make you think different areas and different points which might improve you. So same company, same job, they wanted someone else again. I saw the change. They wanted two certifications. I don't exactly remember, but I think it was CITA plus plus something. That was the one, and another one they wanted to have, and they were the first priority they wanted. So whenever I get a free time, I try to update my resume and see what I have done is actually matches with that. Do I need to do more to add in my resume? Also, one part I do is, I don't know if that's beneficial or that's actually correct, but I've seen many people doing it. Most of the time, in your resume, people end up writing a description which is not a part, but you need to have a measurable results like 80%, 50%, something they can compare with someone to get a job. So my obviously spare time spends on dating my resumes, thinking what's wrong in that, then looking for jobs. I have different, like I know different websites where usually people end up posting jobs like the one we already know, then some others too. So my spare time went on, like always goes on these things. So yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. So when you say like you are with your family, so you like basically you have like you have kids, or like you have a husband whom you have to share your, I mean, take care. There are other responsibilities like those, or it's not. Those are not your responsibilities. It's
No,
just.
no, I'm a student. I stay with my parents. They do their things, but I do my thing. I'm independent. I try to earn money so that I can actually, do my own necessity and stuff rather than depending on them. So that actually that the volunteering which I'm doing is I was doing from my high school.
Mhm.
uh, when you're in high schools, you're not aware of what to do, how to do. You just get into it. You're just so excited for new things. So I went in that, and yeah, because I was already there in my high school, so I have experience. So that's how I'm getting upgraded and upgraded in that, and that's the only way for me to earn. But yeah, my focus is not in that, because I was already there, and that's the only way for me to earn. So I'm there. But my interest is in cybersecurity, and so my time goes, like how I told before, spare time goes in updating my resume, CV, looking at the websites, what they want new, what is in the market, rather than maybe like now I'm interested in junior cybersecurity specialist. Maybe something else will come in the market ahead. I will be interested in that. So that's why I always go and look for that. Maybe my luck will get in that, maybe not in this. So I always make sure to put my fingers on the laptop to search on all these kind of things.
Mm-hmm. So you're searching for a job in your spare time, trying to update your resume, and this job which you are doing right now, part-time job, it's a high. I mean, you're from high school, like basically high school job. What exactly you do in that? Like, it's a part-time job, right? Not related to cybersecurity, but it gives you certain pocket money, right, which you can utilize.
Yes.
So, what exactly is that job?
It's actually raising funds for cancer patients,
Uh,
because here in this country there are a lot of kids who are really poor and not able to afford that. Before I used to do a small volunteering, like I used to go by myself and collect funds, but now I'm, you can say, kind of a manager who manages these small groups, looking into that they are actually doing their job well. They're actually going into that area and explaining well what's the problem is, so that people understand this is the cause, and yeah, this needs to be solved. Also, there are some other groups which actually goes for awareness of how the cancer can be diagnosed by yourself, and if they diagnose these kind of symptoms, then how to uh, you know where to go. Like rather than going into a wrong place or doing your own home remedies, you need to go to a professional, like doctor. So that's what I do now. Right now I'm a manager who is dealing with different groups of this funding, so yeah.
Excellent. So that's a great cause. Like you are helping poor people who are suffering from cancer. I mean, kids, right? And
Yes.
okay, excellent, excellent. So that's a really, yeah, that's good to know. And any sports, any other hobbies like which you engage in to keep yourself recharged and fresh and ready to work in this field for cybersecurity.
Yeah, there is. I love traveling. I haven't seen this country yet more. So whenever I get a time, I always make sure to travel somewhere which is near or far, or anything which I haven't discovered. So yeah, whatever pocket money I get, I try to invest in the traveling and fresh myself, because I think staying in one place just jams you up, doesn't allow you to think. So when you travel, go into different environment, peace environment, so that actually fresh up your mind and make you think more and better than compared to just staying in one place and looking for that repeatedly. I think break is required. So
Yeah,
that break I get with traveling.
excellent, excellent. Great to
Yes.
hear, Nashra. Thanks for sharing. Yes, so yeah, traveling, working on a part-time job, these are all your ways to stay on top of your career as well, and keeping yourself also recharged and refreshed. Excellent. So same, thank you, Nashra. I appreciate that. Same question goes to Saurav. Saurav, what do you do? I mean, apart from um, studying in cybersecurity, doing your internships, applying for jobs, how 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 do you how do you stay active? How do you stay charged, and fresh in this field of cybersecurity? And yeah, what do you do apart from cybersecurity? Or
Yes, like apart from this, sometimes I try to read some books related to little bit cyber security and little bit other stuff. And moreover, I started, the website IS is Care. So there they tell us the course. So side by side, I just doing that course so you can get some sort of knowledge in. And on the free time when I get, so I usually do these things, or if I get bored, I go outside and enjoying the great weather. Like Canada is basically, I think, known for their good weather. So go outside, just relax, stay outside and see the good weather, and then again came back, again start where you left. So my whole time is gone on this part. Come, go, and then again read, go outside, complete your work, and then again start. Like all this stuff. This is the like basic routine, you can say.
what about part-time work, part-time jobs you have taken to support yourself or to stay recharged in this field or not in this field?
Oh, I can say the part-time job is like bit different from this field. It's only for to support yourself.
Okay.
And yeah, that one is like not related to this one. So you earn for yourself, you can complete your expensive, you can earn your money, you can spend it on yourself, and manage. So you will be not the burden on your family. So that's why this one is difficult. In that time, we have to manage, we have to other stuff, and in this, I have to manage the like I need the time to complete that certification. So we will manage. Yeah, I can say.
So what is the part-time job you do, Saro?
From me.
Yeah, for as you are a student, like, and what part-time job you are pursuing?
Right now it's like working somewhere else. It's a warehouse work, you can say, to support ourselves.
Okay.
Where we have to like more like the counting stuff. We have to counting all the things we have in the warehouse to like everything is good. If something is not good, so we have to tell the our seniors we need this one, like managing part.
Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like pocket money, but you are utilizing that to support yourself. You're saying, doing warehouse job, right? Part-time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very good. And sort of you're by yourself, or your family is also here, uh, or just yourself and uh, your entire family in Punjab? Like who who all are there as
My
part of?
whole family in like Punjab, so me like only one who's living here. So I have to manage all the things by myself.
Uh-huh.
We have to sometimes support our family in India, and here we also need to support ourselves. So that's why sometimes we need to, manage the difference. Like I have to do this one, and then I have to send some sort of money into the back. So you can know if they need help, they can ask like we need some sort of money, so we have to send them. And that's why we need to do the job here. So you will be not the burden on your family. So that why you should become here. If you have to again, ask your mom, I need some money. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we need to work here. And side by side, we need to do whatever we like.
Mm-hmm. So your parents are there, and your brother, sister,
Yeah, in Punjab.
in Punjab, both brother and sister.
The only brother.
Only brother. Okay, good to know you guys. So that's great information. So yeah, I mean this is like from my perspective, like once you are in the field of cybersecurity, you would be able to support your family much better. So it's great to focus on getting good grades and then focusing on, and then the second priority should be these. part-time jobs which give you some pocket money. Okay, so that's good to know, Saurav. Like you are working, you are studying, and you are uh, by yourself here, and very good to know. So now we have like 8 minutes left. Now let's reverse the roles. So you guys can ask me any question, and I can reply. Maybe we can go till like 10 minutes, 12 or 15 minutes. But you guys can, if you have any questions which you would like to know from me, like any information, any details, anything you want to know, like just go for it and ask me. So yeah, let's start with Nashra, and then we'll go to Saurav.
Yes, and now you know like my situation according to the introduction I gave and the questions you asked.
Hmm.
Can you recommend me like what are the things that I might be lacking or I need to do that or I'm not focusing on that according to your experience?
Yeah. So from my perspective, like I mean, what I would say is get. I mean, as Saurav was saying, CISSP. That's definitely a good certification to have. When I started out, I didn't have any experience. Um, just finished my postgraduate certificate program, but I mean, I after a few months, I immediately attained the CISSP certificate. If not full capacity, it's at associate level without experience. But definitely, it will change. It will change how employers view you, and it will get you into the field as fast as you can. So that would be one way to go about. ISO certification seems good. Like I don't have much information about it, but I know that they are standards. They will, if a company is going for that kind of certification, like ISO 27000 or something like that, then those standards they need to comply with. Mostly, it should be good. CISSP definitely would open the doors for you. So even a master's is a pretty solid program. Once you finish it, you should get a good. I mean, you should have opportunities. If not, I mean, still you want to. I mean, definitely like still like you want to make your presence felt. Like CISSP would definitely help you in that. So that is one thing. You already have CEH, so that you can encash or leverage that as well. CEH is good certificate to have. CISSP would add a lot of weight. Uh, and try to gain like internships, like see any kind of internships, paid, unpaid, anything that gets you a foot in the door. Go online, talk to people, network in the field. Like if you get I mean internships, definitely those would be useful to open the doors for you. Just and networks. There are like in Canada we have something called as recruiters, like headhunters. Uh, if you talk to many of them, they would work for you for to find you a job. So these things I can share with you, which will get you quickly in the field. Now, if not, like I mean, if you don't see opportunities in Oman, Muscat, maybe come to Canada, but that would be a long shot. I think every country needs cybersecurity, information security. So yeah, just network, get in touch with people, do your marketing, um, write some blogs if you can, get good certifications. These are some tips which I can give you to get foot in the door. Like that's how I went about. I got a CISSP, and then immediately uh, I had an offer. So that is something you can consider. Does that help?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
think this will actually impact me a lot. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Appreciate it. And this podcast also, I will broadcast it so people know more about you and know more about Saurabh, more about me, mostly about you guys. So that would also be good to create that awareness among individuals. Uh, and Saurabh, you have any questions for me which I can answer for you?
Like I already told, I like the policy one. So, what you will recommend me to go more about the policies? Like, what certificate I need to do?
what certificate you need to do. So there is one certificate which is called as which is called a PCIP. One is that, like, payment card industry professional. There is one in PCI DSS. It relates to PCI DSS standards. Uh, from a perspective of policies, I would just, if I were you, I would go through like all the compliance standards like HIPAA, GDPR, PCI DSS, uh, SOC 2, SOC 3, ISO, if you can get a hands on that, and just read those, and understand what kind of policies you require to create as per these compliance standards. Apart from that, you can also look into um, organization, different type of organizations and different type of policies they would require. So start writing like sample policies, start publishing them, get started on that, and check for your language as well. So basically, is it clear? Is it is it clear? Does it make sense? Is it I mean, um, is the English clear? All these things you need to take a look at. Like, maybe run it through Grammarly, ensure everything is in line. So these things will help you getting a foot in the door. um, if not, just try to get an internship, write policies for somebody, help them out, and then uh, yeah, just build up on that. So that's what my recommendation would be. That,
Oh, yep.
that is just my that is my perspective. Like, again, CISSP certification, once you get it, I was writing policies once I got that certification. That would help you as well once you get it.
Okay.
Okay. Nashra, any other questions?
No, I don't think so because you answered my all questions. I mean, that one question gave me so many answers, so that was amazing. Thank you.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Saurabh, you have anything you want to ask?
No, sir. That's all I have.
Okay, that's all you have.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, this is the podcast for today. Uh, we will broadcast it. I believe it has highlighted some important challenges which you guys brought up, like knowledge, certifications, and experience, which acts as hurdles for individuals to get into the field, and some solutions also which you guys came up with, like uh, internships is one way to go about, certifications is another way, and just like learning. I mean, those are all different mechanisms to overcome these hurdles. So I think we have a good all-encompassing uh, podcast. And let's get this up and running. And you guys highlighted your passions, your dream jobs, and also it was good to know you guys more. So yeah, I mean, we will broadcast this podcast, and let's see how it goes from there. And any new podcast come up, I will get in touch with you guys, maybe with a broader audience, people from the more people from the industry, students, academic individuals, professors, and we'll get in touch and see how to go about. So thank you, Nashra, for your time.